Brand Registry can increase your sales, get you more conversions, help you stand out in the marketplace, even protect you against hijackers and other people. If you improved the product, made it better, and then went to market with it, give you some level of protection from others that copy your idea, your improvements of how you made the product better. Today is going to be a complete breakdown of the benefits of Amazon Brand Registry and how you go about getting it step by step. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome back to those of you my subscribers. My name is Brian Noonan. I'm a full-time Amazon FBA seller and mentor business coach. Right here on this channel, I'm dedicated to bringing you weekly videos covering everything Amazon FBA, e-commerce, online business. So if you enjoy that type of content, please head on down right now and press subscribe. I can see each and every one of you who take a minute to subscribe and like the video, and I appreciate each of you. My job right here on this channel is to help educate, teach, impact as many lives as possible, sharing my story and documenting how I went from a struggling drug addict, struggling with drug addiction, mental health issues myself, overcoming all those to build multiple six-figure online businesses. I cover and document and share that journey right here with you on my channel. All right, guys, without any other delays, let's jump into my computer and go over Amazon Brand Registry coming up. All right, guys, let's cover Amazon Brand Registry. So for those of you who don't know, maybe you haven't launched a product yet, or you're just unsure, maybe you did launch a product and you're looking to get a Brand Registry, here's an overview of what the benefits of Brand Registry are. You don't need Amazon Brand Registry or a trademark to list your product with your brand or to come up with a brand, put it on your product and your packaging, and go ahead and launch the product. That's not required to have a trademark or brand registry to do this, but there's some major benefits, which I'll talk about here in today's video, of having Amazon Brand Registry. So the first thing, guys, is it opens up a lot of additional features. Amazon actually, I think, likes products better that have a brand registry, that are enrolled in brand registry. They tend to promote them more. I'm not saying that you can't succeed if you don't have brand registry. Of course you can. I've had products that I never had brand registry for a very long time that still did very well, and my students' products still do good without brand registry. But it just makes the product listing more appealing to both customers and Amazon, so they tend to promote it a little more. So your ultimate goal, guys, should be to get Amazon Brand Registry when you can afford to do so. What's the cost? I'll talk about the two ways to get Brand Registry, but basically the costs are going to be between $500 to $1,200. And I'll cover how you do it later on in the video, so stick around for that. But let's go over just what are the benefits of enrolling Brand Registry. You can enroll in the Vine program, which will get you, up to 10 to 30 reviews. You'll be eligible for the Vine program to get reviews. You'll also be eligible for lightning deals, other promotion, Prime exclusive discounts, multi-tier coupons, and discounts. And so it opens up a lot of additional features inside Seller Central. The brand dashboard gives you a lot of good insights into how you can improve your product and your listing and make more sales. You'll notice on this listing here, guys, that they have this video here, which is very effective for increasing sales. Obviously, reviews play a huge role. The price plays a huge role in what your product, how your product sales go. But having a video on your listing brings your product to life, and customers love it because they can actually see the product in use. They can see how it adds value to their life, and it will help you get conversions. So I also will make another video on my channel here covering if you don't have Amazon Brand Registry. There's actually a couple ways, 2 or 3 ways that you can actually upload a video to your listing, even without Brand Registry. So I will make another video on that. Let me know down below in the comments if you would like to see a video on how to upload a video to your listing without Brand Registry, and I'll make sure to make that video. But Brand Registry, so obviously you can do a video in your images here. It helps bring the product to life. Down here in your description, you can do modules, they're called, A+ content it's called, where you can upload modules and images. Now these can be different images from your main images up above and really just highlight your product more. So you can see here like excellent quality, high resolution images down here in the description. They're laid out in a nice grid pattern. It really brings the product to life. Simple steps on how to use it, clean it, what it does, how it works. Another great image down here, simple text and graphics that are easy to read as the customer scans by. They pick up on the benefits of this product. And then down here with the reviews, you actually will give you some protection against like hijackers that are leaving fake reviews. You can reach out to the Amazon Brand Registry support team, and they'll help you resolve that in most cases if it is a fake review from a hijacker. You can see over here on the right hand side, now this is a big brand. They have 122,000 ratings, which takes like 12 years basically, but no, not that long. But over here on the right, you can see other sellers on Amazon. These are pretty much hijackers. They're probably just other sellers who have the product used that they're listing, or they found the product. Yeah, see, these are used. It's an Amazon warehouse deal, used, Amazon warehouse deal. This is like new used, so it just could be another individual, a company that bought several of these, now wants to resell them. But you will get some level of protection from hijackers. If you get a hijacker on your listing, you can send a cease and desist letter. You can do a test buy. You can prove to Amazon like their product doesn't have the logo on it. Get the product, their fake product, to your house with fast shipping. Document how their product is different from yours, and you can get the hijack removed relatively quickly and easily by reaching out to Amazon Brand Registry support again and submitting documents and evidence, those pictures of the fake product versus your product. So again, we got videos, we got bringing the product to life through the images in the description. We got the extra benefits of now lightning deals, Vine program, setting up influencer pages. All of that kind of stuff comes with Amazon Brand Registry. So how do you qualify for Amazon Brand Registry? So here are the eligibility requirements. We'll talk about trademarks here in a minute, but basically you have to have a registered trademark or a trademark that's in the process of being registered. You can get this registration, U.S. Trademark Office registration number as soon as you start the application process and actually have that registration number. You can actually use the new pilot program to actually get brand registry. And so I'll link that document here down below, which talks about that. But there's a new pilot program where it's even if the trademark on your brand name, so a trademark is required to get a brand registry. But if you've just started the process of registering your trademark on your brand name, as soon as you have that U.S. Trademark Office registration number, you can enter that number in this new pilot program to sign up for early brand registry. And of course, if you do have the trademark already approved and registered, of course, that makes it easier too. But either one is fine, guys. And we'll talk about here the two ways to actually get brand registry. So there's two main ways. One, use the Amazon IP Accelerator program. This is the first way to get brand registry. This is the fastest way to get brand registry, but it's also the most expensive at between $850 to $1,200. But you get brand registry in about 7 to 10 days. That's the Amazon IP program. If you want to reach out to different attorneys, you can come into your seller account, apps and services, explore services. Then we're going to come down here to IP Accelerator program. These are different law firms that are partnered with Amazon. They've been approved by Amazon to register trademarks on behalf of Amazon sellers. Now, I use this one right here, Idea Legal, 2 times to register 2 brands. I have one brand in Home and Kitchen, one brand in Patio, Lawn and Garden. Both times I used Idea Legal. It was about $850 each time, but you can reach out to each of these law firms and get quotes for how much to trademark your brand name. And then you can also read reviews from sellers who use them and read the reviews and the feedback from using them. Okay, guys, so what about like thinking of a brand name to use? Well, I recommend like thinking of a brand name that makes sense for your category and your product. If you're selling in the home and kitchen category, you wouldn't want your brand name to have baby in it. So Hudson Baby. But we want to think of a brand name that makes sense for your product and your category, but also not too specific for the brand name, guys, where you can only launch, like if you were selling knives and your brand name is like Brian's Knives. That's too specific. So I recommend like a one or a two word brand name. You'll think of this brand name by looking at other sellers on Amazon. You'll just brainstorm, maybe Google the top brand names in home and kitchen, Okay, and then come over to a website called trademarkia.com. Let's say I wanted to register the brand name Modern Home. Come to trademarkia.com. This is the brand name I want to trademark and eventually get brand registry for. We're going to come over to trademarkia.com. We're going to type in the brand name you want to use. And then down here, guys, you can see this status is registered or live mark with green in 2019. So this means that this mark or trademark is already registered on Modern Home. So I would not be able to use this brand name. Now, what about if we do Farmhouse Home? Again, this brand name would make sense, launching multiple products in the home and kitchen category, kitchen and dining category, but it's not too specific. When you trademark your brand name, you classify it in one category, and so you'll need to only sell products in that category. Yes, you can branch off and sell in other categories under that trademark brand name, but you may have to pay for separate classification fees. Meaning another $400 or $500 for that new category. So that's why it's recommended that you trademark the brand name in one category and stick to kind of launching multiple products in that category to build out that brand under that category in the beginning. So Farmhouse Home, even if it says Farmhouse Fresh Home, I still would not move forward with using Farmhouse Home. So that's an important thing, guys. Farmhouse Fresh Home is registered. I wouldn't use Farmhouse Home because it has a registered mark on a version of it. So even if the spelling's a little bit different, or you see all of these results here on Modern Farmhouse Fresh Home, and you would probably not go, it would probably not go through if you tried to do Farmhouse Home. So you don't want to see, so we'll just do Fix Fire and just do a search. This is what you want to see. No results. So Fix or Fire, actually, amazingly, there's an abandoned trademark on there, so I would not move forward with this. So let's just think of something totally crazy. So you'll just spend some time, thinking of a brand name, Cup World Inc. So it could be, prove a little difficult here, but this is what you want to find an available brand name, but this is what you want to see. So Cup World Inc. This one is available. You can see that there was no results that came up on trademarkia.com. It just says register now from $3.99 in the United States. That means your trademark or your brand name you want to trademark is available. So make sure to do a search on trademarkia.com for the different brand names you're thinking of, and I would really make sure that there's no version of that brand name, there's no previous abandoned or dead or registered live marks on that brand name. Then you'll reach out and you can use the Amazon IP Accelerator program to get brand registry. Or the second option, guys, is to use Trademarkia, the site we were just on. Trademarkia or LegalZoom. Plus that new Amazon pilot program for early brand registry. As soon as you have a U.S. trademark registration number, how long does this take and how much does it cost? Using the Trademarkia.com, LegalZoom.com, you're going to spend roughly $400 to $600, and the pilot program takes roughly 1 to 4 months. So really up to you guys. If you want to spend the extra, $900 to do the IP program, save a little bit of money, spend $500 with the Trademarkia or LegalZoom. And on this document down here, I have have a student who's used Susie Hickson. She specialized for FBA sellers. This is through LegalZoom, and I will link this document down below. So if you want to use her for brand registry or a trademark and then brand registry, you can reach out to her. So that's the IP Accelerator program. That's how you'll check that the trademark, the brand name you want to trademark is available. And then let's go over here, guys, to talk about what you'll need as far as the actual trademarking kind of legal process. So there's two different types of trademarks. There's a text mark and an image mark. Text-based marks look like this. It's just the name, your brand name, Amazon. Image-based marks without words, letters, or numbers looks like this. It's the image or the logo. I recommend just doing the text mark. You don't really need the image mark. It's an extra cost. It's not needed. You really just need to do the text mark. But I've never personally got the image mark, so I'm not 100% certain on the cost. But let's talk about this. So you've come up and thought of a brand name that makes sense for your category. You've checked to make sure that that brand name is available and not already a current or an old trademark classified on it. What's the next step? The next step, guys, is to go onto Fiverr and find somebody who will make a logo for you for that brand name for around 20 to 50 bucks. Get a nice professional logo done for that brand name. This is going to be going on your product, so it's important. Also your packaging as well, and possibly in your photos too. So a nice logo will be the next step. And then the next step is come on over to namecheap.com and buy the domain name for that brand, okay? Cup World Inc. Go ahead and buy the .com domain name. Now I spelled it wrong, but go ahead and buy the domain name and secure the domain name, because you will eventually down the road set up your own website. So it's important right now to go ahead and buy the domain name so you have it. You also may need this for when you create the listing to send Amazon to. For the error code 5665, we may need to set up a quick one-page Shopify website, put a picture of your product with the brand name on the product, a little description underneath it, because Amazon may need to validate, in fact, you own the brand name. This is even before you've got a trademark or any of that. So we're going to check that the brand name's available on Trademarkia. We're going to get a logo done on Fiverr. We're going to buy the domain name on Namecheap or GoDaddy.com. And then the next step, guys, is we're going to start reaching out to suppliers for your product. Then we're going to order a custom sample. You need to order a custom sample for your product, which means that the supplier for the custom sample you order, this is just to test the quality. You're working with a new supplier. You want to see what their product's like. We need to order at least one custom sample that has your brand name on it. Custom samples like that can range anywhere from $50 to $100. $50 to $200, sorry. $50 to $200 for one custom sample. You just need the logo on the actual product permanently affixed. And here's why, guys. I actually don't recommend filing for a trademark until you launch the product and you start selling, because there's an additional $500 fee, $400 to $500 fee for an intent to sell fee. And also, so when you go to register the trademark application, the government examiner will request proof of, in the US, that you have proof of use of that your trademark from 6 months to 3 years after approval. There is an additional fee associated with this step, $500 generally, depending on the case, but you have at least 6 months, if not longer, to get proof of this step. That means that the trademark office is going to want to see proof that you have the logo, the brand name on your actual product. So that's why it's important to order a custom sample with the logo on it. And also when we create the listing for error code 5665, we'll need to take pictures of your custom sample with logo on it and submit those to Amazon to get approval to list products using your brand name. The logo can't just be a sticker on there. It has to be permanently affixed to the product, like printed on, heat silk screen printed on, etched or engraved on the bottom of the product, something like that, guys, okay? So that's an important step. And the other reason I recommend like launching the product first and then applying and going through getting a trademark and Amazon Brand Registry is because it's cheaper. You'll save about $500 not having to pay the intent to sell fee if the product's already on the market. So it's actually cheaper if you go ahead and get the logo done, buy the domain name, check Trademarkia that it's available, get the logo on your sample, create the listing, get approval from Amazon that you can list products with your brand name, launch the product, and then trademark that brand name, because it'll be cheaper versus an intent to sell fee, okay? Basically, when you file a trademark, the government and like the attorney, they're going to go through, and people have like the right to speak up and say, no, I oppose this new trademark application because it violates my previous trademark. You usually won't face any of that if the attorney is good and does a good search, in-depth search for you before, that you won't run into any issues, okay? And so I'll leave this doc down below in the video description on here guys, so you can review this. this has all those steps that I just talked about as far as logo done, checking Trademarkia, choosing the brand name, how to register the trademark, so you can go back and review each step. But that pretty much, guys, is going to be an overview of how to get a logo done, how to think of a brand name from step 1, thinking of the brand name, getting the logo done, all the way to enrolling into Amazon Brand Registry. You can see here, you'll just come to brandservices.amazon/brand registry. You'll click Enroll Now, and you'll sign up with just a couple pieces of information like your name. You will need an LLC, guys, so hopefully you have an LLC set up, and that's going to help, you know, speed things along. It was just better that way. I think some people get away with having an individual sole proprietorship kind of thing, but I would recommend setting up an LLC. A single member LLC is fine versus just being an individual, no business, to help with the trademark process. And then you're just going to click Enroll Now, and Amazon's going to want a few pieces of information from you. You know, the name, which category you'll be selling in, and then you'll just enroll your product there, guys, using your trademark application number, any additional information Amazon wants, like pictures of your product with logo. And this only takes a few days to get approved, and then you guys will be all set up and enrolled in Amazon Brand Registry. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, an overview of the Amazon Brand Registry benefits and how you go about getting Brand Registry. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.